Hello, pessoal, beleza? Certo, eu mandei para vocês alguns exercícios de passado, presente e futuro, beleza? Então, para a gente relembrar esses exercícios de presente, eu vou colocar um vídeo aqui. Deixa eu colocar um boa tarde aqui, né, para vocês, primeiramente, né? Boa tarde.
Hello everyone, this is Mr. P. Today we're going to talk about the simple present tense or the present simple, as you wish. We have 3 sentences right here. He is Canadian, he doesn't speak German. Do you understand? Okay, let's get down to it. So let's look at the timeline. The yellow star represents the present simple. So you can see it in the past, now, and in the future. But why is that? Well, I will explain in a minute. Let's first take a look at the forming the simple present or the present simple. We need, as you may know already, we need a helping verb, auxiliary verb, to make questions and negative sentences. The auxiliary verb in this case, or helping verb, is do, and for the third person singular is does. Does, again, is for he, she, and it only. So, to make questions, we need the following formula. WH, question word. So that would be who, where, when, how, etc. If you have them. Then HV for helping verb or auxiliary verb. Then we need the subject because it's a question, right? And then we need the verb. For example, do you eat meat? For the third person singular would be does she work? So does she work, not do she work, okay? Does she work? What about a negative sentence? Well, for negative sentences, we need the subject, plus we need the helping verb or auxiliary verb plus not, because it's negative, plus verb, the base of the verb, plus the object if you have an object. For example, I do not eat meat. I don't or I do not eat meat. She does not or she doesn't work. She does not or she doesn't work. Pay close attention to the third person singular. Now, what happens with the positive sentences? And this is where it gets complicated a little. So, for I, you, we, and they, the pronouns, so that would be the subject. Then we need a verb, the base of the verb, no change, plus the object if you have an object. For example, I eat meat. every Monday. So that's a time expression. I eat meat every Monday. So that's easy. How about the third person singular? Well, for the third person singular, we have subject plus verb plus s plus object. She works every day. She works every day. So we need to add an s to the verb, and that is work. So works. She works every weekday. I'm sorry, not every day. Every weekday. So what happens with the verb to be? Well, the verb to be is particular. Why? Because it follows another rule. So for example, for a positive sentence, I am a student. I am Canadian. I am a man. For the third person singular here, there is no change because the verb to be acts by itself. So you don't need anything else. You don't need another verb. He is a student. They are smart. So no change. What happens with a negative sentence? Well, you just write the not right after the verb to be. Like in my example. I'm not a student. He is not, he isn't Canadian. They are not, they aren't old. So what about a question? Well, in a question we just have to invert the subject and the verb to be in this case. So, are you Spanish? Are you Spanish? Is he old? Are they students? So that's the present simple for the verb to be. Now, we know that when you see time expressions and adverbs of time, they indicate the tense you need to use. In this case, I listed some of them. There are many others. So for time expressions, I listed every day, every weekend, in the morning, twice a month, 4 times a day, etc. The adverbs of time that you might find in a sentence in the present simple tense are always, often, seldom, usually, never, etc. Now, this is the most important part of the simple present tense explanation, and that is its uses. So the first one, and that's why it's highlighted in yellow, is the most important part, the most important usage. So everyday activities, routines, and habits. So number 2, and changing emotions and wishes. General truths. Number 4, giving instructions or directions. Number 5, expressing fixed arrangements. And number 6, telling a story. Now I'm going to give you examples for each, so don't worry if you didn't understand that. So for number 1, everyday activities, and this is the most common one, I wrote, I study English every day. She studies English every day. Pay attention to the third person singular. So we have the verb that finishes with y. So dy consonant plus y. So I need to change that y into I. So she studies English every day. The next example, they brush their teeth every morning. He brushes, es, his teeth every morning. And the last example, we wake up late on weekends. He wakes up late on weekends. Okay, so you can see the third person singular again with the S, ES, or IES. There are different rules for that, so I will create another video to explain those rules. So let's go on. Number 2, unchanging emotions or wishes. For example, I love dancing. That means you loved it yesterday, you love it now, and you will probably love it in the future. So love dancing. He likes watching movies. He likes watching movies. So you can see the S in like. They hate studying. They hate studying. These are all emotions. There is another lesson on this topic, so I will create another video for this. Now, number 3, general truths. So, for example, the sun rises in the east. It doesn't rise in the west. It rises in the east. Water boils at 100 degrees. So yeah, it boils at 100 degrees. The moon is a satellite, is a satellite. So the moon is a satellite. So this is always true. Number 4, giving instructions or directions. So in this case, you're giving directions to someone. You walk for 200 meters, then you turn left. And we use the present simple or the simple present when we give instructions or directions. Number 5, expressing fixed arrangements. So for example, his father arrives tomorrow. This is a fixed arrangement. You know that his father will arrive tomorrow, so we use the present simple. His father arrives tomorrow for sure. The train does not arrive until 10 p.m. This is a fixed arrangement. The train does not arrive until 10 p.m. Doesn't arrive until 10 p.m. So number 6, when telling a story. Example, Mond shows John his collection of banned religious writings and reads aloud long passages from a 19th century Catholic theologian. Yes, so here we have a story. So you're reading a story and you can tell the story using the present simple. Yes. Okay, so now we have some exercise. I prepare this easy exercise for you to do. So we have to change these statements to questions. She has a lot of experience. So make that one into a question. Number 2, he drives to his work. Number 3, the new employee comes early. Number 4, your co-worker talks to you. So pause the video and write your answers. Now, let's look at the key. Yes. Does she have a lot of experience? A lot of people might confuse this with has. No. If you have does, you must write the verb at the base form of the verb. So, does she have a lot of experience? Number 2, does he drive to work? That's right. Number 3, does the new employee come early? And the last one, does your co-worker talk to you? Well, I hope you enjoyed the lesson. If you have any questions, please type them under.
E aí, pessoal, beleza? Vamos fazer o seguinte, eu tenho um exercício, eu passei o primeiro exercício para vocês em PDF. Eu mandei em vários formatos, na verdade, porque eu não sei qual que fica mais fácil. Certo? Por que isso? Porque a gente tem que trocar de livro, estamos prestes a trocar de livro. E vocês precisam dominar o presente simples, o passado simples e o futuro, tá? Porque esses três foram vistos em diversos exercícios nesse período dos dois livros, tanto no livro de Work pequeno quanto no livro grande. Tá? Então nós vimos esses vários exemplos disso. Então vamos voltar aqui para fazer um esclarecimento. Quem seria o Simple Present? Para começar. Para quem tá? Apesar de estar explicando ali, ele começa com a seguinte ideia: todo verbo conjugado na terceira pessoa. Quem é essa terceira pessoa? Tá. Qualquer nome. Isso aqui tá minúsculo, não. De coisa, animal ou pessoa no singular, né? Sofrerá o acréscimo de, aí vem, né? S ou ES, tá? Isso é obrigado. Tá? Você tem que colocar esse acréscimo, não importa. Como eu disse, eu tô colocando essa ideia, todo verbo conjugado na terceira pessoa, né? Que seria qualquer nome de coisa, animal ou pessoa no singular, sofrerá o acréscimo de S ou ES. Vamos entender o seguinte: eu estou frisando isso porque lá na conjugação a gente só vê he, she e it, tá? E aí quando aparece o nome eu percebi que muita gente sofre a confusão. Mas tem o nome de alguém, é o quê? Que pronome que é? Não tem o pronome, mas tem o nome. Aí então você começa a contar. Então, por exemplo, o verbo speak, né? I speak, you speak. É o verbo falar, né? I speak English, I speak German. Então você é o verbo falar. Quando nós conjugamos esse verbo, presta atenção, pessoal. Quando esse verbo é conjugado na terceira pessoa, quem é a terceira pessoa? Qualquer nome de coisa, animal ou pessoa no singular. Ou seja, apenas um. Que não seja você nem eu, né? Por isso que é terceira. Eu sou a primeira pessoa, você é a segunda. A partir da terceira, contou um, já era. Regra. Vai ficar, por exemplo, Ellen speaks. Aí, ó. Tá vendo? Speaks English. Opa. Tá vendo? Ele ficou com S. Deve ficar maiúsculo? Fica então. Ellen speaks English. O verbo sofreu uma alteração e ele ficou com S. Eu posso não colocar o S? Não, você é obrigado a colocar esse S. Conjugou com a terceira pessoa, coloca S. Não sabe quem é a terceira pessoa? Vem com segue essa linha de raciocínio. Qualquer nome de coisa, animal ou pessoa no singular sofrerá o acréscimo de S ou ES. Qualquer nome de coisa, animal ou pessoa, desde que seja um. E a terceira pessoa, porque não é nem eu e nem você, ou seja, o I e o you não fazem parte dessa regra, porque ele é a primeira e segunda pessoa. Então está dizendo conjugado na terceira pessoa, tá? Que fique claro isso. Observação. Essas terminações que seriam S, né? SS. Opa. S, SH, CH, X, O, Y, Z. Faltou um Z. Essas terminações aqui, elas pedem uma outra terminação, que seria S, ES. Mas o detalhe mais importante aqui é que isso aqui só vai acontecer, ó, se for conjugado na terceira pessoa ou qualquer nome de coisa, animal ou pessoa no singular. E significa que é um plural? Não. Significa que é uma regra e tem que ser seguida na terceira pessoa, exclusivamente, especificamente na terceira pessoa. Se não souber que a terceira pessoa vem nessa regra, qualquer nome de coisa, animal ou pessoa no singular é uma terceira pessoa e vai ter S sim e vai ser traduzido no singular, porque não é plural aqui. Ellen fala inglês, tá? Fica no singular mesmo, tá? O S é porque é uma regra. Aqui no caso seriam verbos terminados com uma dessas terminações, né? Então, fazer um aqui que é assistir. Vamos entender o seguinte, olha só como é que é o final desse verbo. Você escreve watch e no final você encontra CH. Olha aqui nessa sequência, tem algum CH? Tem. O que significa? Significa que esse verbo, quando conjugado na terceira pessoa, que é qualquer nome de coisa, animal ou pessoa no singular, ele vai sofrer não só o Szinho clássico, ele vai ter ES simplesmente porque ele terminou com CH. Então a mesma Ellen watches TV. Ó. A Ellen ficou com ES. Por quê? Vou colocar aqui de azul esse S. Por quê? Porque a Ellen, o verbo assistir, termina com CH. E como eu havia dito, quem é essa terceira pessoa? É o nome de alguma coisa, animal ou pessoa, que seja no singular. Só tem uma Ellen aqui. Então ela é a terceira pessoa da história. Vai terminar com ES. Ah, professor, mas não terminava com S? Se não tivesse essas terminações, uma dessas terminações, se não tiver uma dessas terminações, naturalmente vai terminar apenas com S. Mas o fato é que sempre sofrerá alguma alteração, ou S ou ES. Isso significa que está na terceira pessoa. Tá? Esse é o verbo. O que acontece quando nós construímos uma oração interrogativa ou uma oração negativa? Nós fazemos o uso de verbos auxiliares. Pronto, vou resolver isso aqui. Nas orações interrogativas, o que acontece, pessoal? Vamos entender, vamos lembrar. Vamos lá. Nós utilizamos o verbo auxiliar, does, ou do, para fazer a frase interrogativa. Quando nós utilizamos o verbo auxiliar does e do, o verbo principal vai continuar com a alteração, ele vai se manter com a alteração que ele sofreu? Não. Por quê? Porque o do e o does, na verdade o does já é o verbo que sofreu alteração, não é necessário repetir. Então no caso da Ellen, watch volta ao normal. TV, tá? Isso que tem que entender. No caso do negativo, doesn't watch TV, também volta o presente, só porque você utilizou verbos auxiliares, tá? Esse foi o motivo pelo qual o verbo voltou para o presente. Confusão. O do é usado para quem? O do é usado para I, you e plural. Tem que contar. Ou seja, o does é usado para quem? Para he, she, it e singulares. Singular, né? Foi um é does, mas não pode ser I nem you. É sempre a terceira pessoa. Eu sou a primeira, você é a segunda. A partir daí é a terceira. Desde que seja um elemento. Não pode ultrapassar esse número. Tá? Essa é a regra do presente simples. Tá? Que é este aqui. Vocês vão concluir, tá vendo os boxes aqui, os parênteses, reescrever a frase respeitando a conjugação. Entendeu? Ou escolher a alternativa correta, é tudo muito simples, mas é um exercício importante. Aqui os de azul, outra observação. Passar para o presente simples. Além da conjugação, vocês vão observar que geralmente o verbo no parênteses, aqui no caso dos exercícios que eu passei, ele vem acompanhado de uma preposição, to, tá? Ele está acompanhado de uma preposição to. O que vai significar isso? Significa que ela vai continuar? Não. To deixa o verbo no infinitivo, to speak, falar. Quando você formula a frase I speak, cadê o verbo? Ele sumiu o verbo, ó. Perdão, a preposição não vai ser utilizada. She speaks. Tá vendo? Você tira esse to. No caso deste exercício aqui. Tá? Não vai ter esse to. Então esse é o exercício que vocês precisam fazer. Olha, aqui não tem muita coisa não. Ele é pequenininho mesmo. Tá? Vamos fazer uns exercícios de revisão. Vou falar por quê. Porque nós vamos trocar de livro. Vamos pegar o livro 3. Então tem que saber muito bem o conteúdo que foi visto nos outros livros. Principalmente esse 2 aí. Tá? Não tem como fugir. Se não entendeu ele, não vai. Então eu quero esse exercício aqui. Alguma dúvida por enquanto? Olha o olho da verdade. Tem dúvidas? Me falem. Que é os olhos da verdade. Mas será que eu não tenho paz aqui no trabalho? Eu amo esse gatinho. Certo, pessoal? Tô aqui aguardando as dúvidas. As dúvidas de vocês. Pode perguntar aqui. Pode perguntar aqui mesmo. Vou dar uns minutinhos só para vocês tirarem as dúvidas. Já vou partir pro próximo. Oi, do e make? Usado com entendeu? É usado com isso, certo? Então esse aqui é o tem essa pergunta do do. Eu vou colocar aqui um detalhe.
Do and make are two verbs that frequently confuse students learning English. Today, we will learn about the difference between do and make and when to use each one. Here, we're talking about do and make as verbs or action words. So when do we use do? Do is used when talking about work, jobs, or tasks, including chores. Note, they do not produce any physical object. Have you done your homework? I should start doing the housework. I wouldn't like to do that job. Do is used when we refer to non-specific activities, which means activities in general without being specific. In these cases, we normally use words like thing, something, nothing, anything, everything, etc. For example, hurry up, I've got things to do. Here, I don't specify the activity I have to do later. Don't just stand there, do something. Since we have the generic word something, we use do before it. Do something. Again, I'm not specifying the activity I want you to do. Is there anything I can do to help you? We sometimes use the verb do to replace a verb when the meaning is clear or obvious. This is more common in informal spoken English. For example, do I need to do my hair? In this case, it is clear or obvious that do refers to brushing my hair or combing my hair. Have you done the dishes yet? What does the verb done refer to here? In this case, it is obvious that it refers to washing the dishes. It is the same as saying, have you washed the dishes yet? I'll do the kitchen if you do the lawns. What does do mean in each of these cases? The first do most likely refers to cleaning the kitchen. The second do most likely refers to mowing the lawns. The cartoon shows a picture of someone mowing the lawns. Remember, do can also be used as an auxiliary verb for making questions in the present tense. Do you like chocolate? For more about do used in this case, see our video about do versus does. In this video about do versus make, we're talking about do as a normal verb and not as an auxiliary. When do we use make? In general, make is for producing, constructing, creating, or building something new. It is also used to indicate the origin of a product or the materials that are used to make something. Wine is made from grapes. This is the same as saying wine is produced from grapes. The origin of wine is grapes. That is where it comes from. The clocks were made in Switzerland. Here, we're talking about the origin of the clocks, as in the country. So we use made in this case. His wedding ring is made of gold. The material used to create the ring is gold. It was constructed or created out of gold. We also use make for producing an action or reaction. Onions make your eyes water. Here, water is a verb. Yes, cutting onions produces this reaction. You make me happy. Yes, it is true. You create this wonderful feeling in me. Don't eat that. It will make you sick. They're probably talking about my cooking here. Don't eat it. It will cause a terrible reaction. You use make before certain nouns about plans and decisions. You make arrangements, make plans, and make decisions. For example, he has made arrangements to finish work early. They're making plans for the weekend. You need to make a decision right now. We use make with nouns about speaking and certain sounds. She made a nice comment about my dress. The baby is asleep, so don't make any noise. Don't make a promise you cannot keep. We use make with food, drink, and meals. I must go now. I have to make dinner. Make is used with meals. You make breakfast, you make lunch, and you make dinner. She made a cup of tea. Tea is a drink, and we make a drink, so we make a cup of tea. I think I will make a sandwich. If you put different ingredients between 2 slices of bread or 2 pieces of bread, then you are making a sandwich. Make can mean to force someone to do something. My mother made me go to bed early. I was forced to go to bed early by my mother. The teacher made us write an essay. They made us wait for 3 hours. Let's compare do and make with this simple dialogue. You have to make a cake for Simon. I will do it later. Why is make used in the first part? We use make when we're talking about food, drink, or meals. Also, you can think of it as the person is creating or building a cake. Now notice how the verb do is used in the response. This is because the meaning is clear, and to avoid saying, "I'll make it later," which would sound repetitive. The following expressions are common collocations with the verb do. Collocations are combinations of words that frequently appear together. Pause the video if you need more time to read them all. The following expressions are common collocations with the verb make. I hope you found this video useful. Have an awesome day.
Ok, galera? Bom, essa aqui é a explicação mais longa do e-make, depois da que eu dei aqui. Mais claro, Minhong. Os olhos da verdade. Oi. Ok. Então vamos seguir. Então esse daqui, pessoal, é o exercício do presente simples, que é muito importante. Eu nem cheguei aqui, ó, vocês podem ver que nem tem verbo to be aqui. Fui bem objetivo, tá? O outro exercício faz paralelo, faz pareia com esse, que é o exercício do passado, tá? Do passado simples, que é esse aqui, ó, tá? E já até respondi o primeiro, porque eu achei que seria mais fácil. Então o primeiro já está respondido. Vou até deixar de vermelho, tá? Ó. Que é o seguinte: os verbos eles estão aqui fora, do lado no final, né? Do ponto final, depois estão no final da frase. Então vocês têm que colocar esses verbos aqui dentro no passado. E qual regra vocês vão usar? Vocês vão utilizar a regra clássica. Agora a gente vai para a parte 2, que é o simple. Tá? Essa é a parte 2, simple past, que funciona da seguinte maneira. Primeira coisa que tem que se focar, eu sempre falo isso quando pensa em passado simples, é o verbo to be no passado, que é o was/were. Tem que lembrar deles, tá? O verbo to be aqui é muito importante. E eu vou resumir isso com 3 frases. Interrogativa, negativa e soltou uma, e afirmativa, né? Tá vendo? O que significa isso? Significa que se você sabe o verbo to be no passado, você sabe que só manipulando ele nós temos uma frase afirmativa, uma frase negativa e uma frase interrogativa. só manipulando o verbo to be. Fazendo isso, a gente tem essas frases aqui. Lembrando que ele é o verbo ser e estar no passado, tá? Então aqui no caso seria você estava bem. Estava tudo bem? Você estava bem? Né? Fala sim, eu estava bem. Não, eu não estava bem. Então é mais ou menos essa ideia aí. Agora sim, quando não temos o verbo to be. Agora sem ele é ausente, tá? Não temos esse cara e precisamos formular frases interrogativas, frases afirmativas. E aí a gente vai chegar, vamos focar primeiro na seguinte ideia. Quando nós temos o verbo to be, nós trabalhamos com a mudança de posição do verbo to be para assim termos uma frase na interrogativa ou na afirmativa. E também negamos o verbo to be para ter uma frase na negativa, ou seja, tudo é baseado nele aqui, com ele, né? Quando ele não está na frase, a primeira coisa que a gente tem que pensar, antes de passar uma frase afirmativa, né? Afirmative. Tá? Falar frases afirmativas. Verbos regulares. Ó. Verbos regulares. Quando pensamos em verbos regulares, logo vem na cabeça o passado feito com ed. Então, ó. Primeira coisa que se vem na cabeça quando nós pensamos no passado é o verbo formado por ed, o verbo, né, o verbo e o ed acrescentado nesse verbo, tá vendo? Passado. Observações muito importantes. Se esse verbo, o mesmo verbo regular, nós só estamos falando até agora de verbos regulares, tirando o verbo to be, que o verbo to be é irregular, com i de igreja. Mas aqui embaixo, sem o verbo to be, estamos falando de verbos regulares. São os verbos que não estão nessa lista, tá? Não está nessa lista é um verbo regular com R de rato. Porque quem está aqui são os verbos irregulares com i de igreja, ó. Tá? Então venho aqui e pego esse play. Vamos primeiro ter que conferir. Pego o play, procuro aqui na linha do P, né, ó. Tá vendo, ó? L, M, N, não tem. O máximo que chegou aqui foi put e pay. Mas eu estou falando de play com L. Não tem. Então, o passado dele, vou colocar ele como jogar. E o passado dele seria played. Não mudou nada. Acrescentou apenas o ed. Até aqui, ótimo. O problema é o seguinte. Se antes desse y, vocês percebam que a terminação dele aqui foi com y. Anterior ao y, nós tínhamos uma vogal. Tá vendo? Ó, o y, e antes do y nós tínhamos uma vogal. O que vai acontecer? Quando isso acontece, eu só acrescento o ed normal, não muda nada. O problema é quando ao invés, presta atenção, o problema é quando ao invés de uma vogal eu tenho uma consoante. Desse jeito, ó. Vamos observar o seguinte, eu também terminei com y aqui, o meu verbo. Só que antes do y, eu encontrei aqui uma consoante, não uma vogal. Eu vou simplesmente colocar ed nesse verbo, que é um verbo regular com R de rato, que não está naquela lista. Vou colocar ed sim. Porém, o y vai ser substituído por i, simplesmente porque antes do y eu tinha uma consoante. Se antes do y tivesse apenas uma vogal, nada mudaria, eu só acrescentaria o ed. Neste caso, por eu ter uma consoante antes do y, eu tive que fazer esta alteração toda. tá? Agora, outra observação. E os verbos irregulares com I de igreja? Aquele mesmo speak. Tá? Isso aqui é um verbo irregular. É um verbo irregular, tá? Vou até fazer uma... Ó, isso aqui é um verbo irregular, irregular verb. Primeiro, vamos entender o seguinte, é o verbo falar aqui. O que vai acontecer com esse verbo por ele ser irregular? Eu vou colocar ed? Não. Jamais eu vou fazer isso. Por quê? Porque ele está nessa listinha minha. E nessa minha listinha do speak, eu vou ter ele no presente, que é o infinitivo, e eu já tenho ele aqui no passado, que é o spoke. O que significa isso? Significa que o verbo regular com R de rato não tem uma forma, presta atenção, o verbo regular com R de rato não tem uma forma no passado e muito menos no particípio. Então, por esse motivo, quando eu quero formular uma frase no passado, ou preciso de um particípio, no caso do present perfect, eu sou obrigado a acrescentar alguma coisa, o ed, que é o que vai indicar que esse meu verbo está no passado, porque ele não está, ele está no presente, ele só existe assim, walk. Para ele ir para o passado, eu tive que acrescentar ed. É justamente por isso que você coloca ed. Por isso que você não colocaria ed nos verbos irregulares, porque ele já existe no passado. Ele não precisa de ed. Inclusive até no particípio. Embora alguns passados e particípios sejam iguais para alguns verbos, ele tem uma forma para o passado. Tá? Fato. Então, nesse caso, não. Observação. Quando você formula uma frase interrogativa no passado, você coloca did, que é um verbo auxiliar. Ok? Você usa did, é um verbo auxiliar de passado. Presta atenção, quando isso acontece, o verbo volta para o presente. Não importa se ele é regular, com R de rato, ou se ele é irregular, com I de igreja, ele sempre vai voltar para o presente, porque o did já faz com que a frase toda esteja no passado. Tá? Outra observação, muito importante, quando fazemos frases negativas. Frases negativas. O que acontece? O verbo voltou de novo para o presente, porque o didn't não é nada mais, nada menos do que o did negado. Ainda assim é did. Eu tenho uma outra professora explicando a mesma coisa, que talvez possa contribuir. Eu acho que eu não tenho. Não tem. Não tem. Mas eu tenho ele aqui. Então vamos ver um pouco do passado simples antes de fazer o exercício de, né? Não, passado simples sem música, pelo amor de Deus. Simple present.
Hello everyone, this is Mr. P. Today's lesson, yes, that's me. Today's lesson is on the simple past tense. Okay, like in did you go out yesterday? or we didn't go out yesterday. We worked hard yesterday. Yes, it's an action that happened in the past and you know when it happened. So it's our yellow star in the timeline. You can see it right there. So how do we form the simple past? First of all, we need a helping or auxiliary verb. In this case, we chose did. And did, we use did for questions and for negative sentences. So let's look at questions first. Okay, WH question word, if you have one, like where, how long, etc., plus the helping verb, did in this case, then subject and then the verb. Okay, like in our example, did you go out yesterday? Okay, that's a good example. Negative sentences. Okay, so we need the subject plus the helping verb plus not plus the verb and the object if you have one. I did not go out yesterday. I didn't go out yesterday. Okay, so what happens with positive sentences? Well, positive sentences have regular or irregular verbs. Okay, so we have the subject for regular verbs plus verb plus ed because it's a regular verb plus object. For example, I danced all night last Saturday. I danced all night last Saturday. Okay, how do I know that dance is a regular verb? Well, we just have to learn them. Okay, the same with the irregular verbs. Irregular verbs, you need to learn them, okay, by memory. So the formula is subject plus irregular verb plus the object. Like in our example, I went out yesterday. So went is the past, irregular past verb of the verb go. Yes, that's right, go. Okay, what happens with the verb to be? First of all, let's review the verb to be. I was, you were, he, she, it was, we were, they were. Let's make an example. I was a student in 1990. They were babies in 1990. Okay, these are positive sentences. What happens with negative sentences? We just add not after the verb to be. I was not, I wasn't a teacher 30 years ago. They were not, they weren't students 10 years ago. What happens with a question? Well, we just write the verb to be first. So, was he paying attention to my lesson? Were you home an hour ago? And so there we have the simple past of the verb to be. Be careful, the verb to be is special. You don't need did here. Okay, so meaning and use. When do we use the simple past or the past simple tense? To express the idea that an action started and finished at a specific time in the past. What are some common time expressions used with the past tense? So yesterday, okay, last month, last year, last week, ago, a minute ago, in 1980, for example. There are many, many others. So time expressions and adverbs of time. So examples. I saw Maria yesterday. So is the past, irregular past verb of the verb to see. Yesterday is an adverb of time. Last Friday, the students took their spelling and vocabulary tests. So took is the irregular past of the verb to take. They got married 2 years ago. Got is the past, irregular past of the verb get. These actions are over. They are all finished. So English has two types of verbs in the past tense. Regular verbs, as I said before, and irregular verbs. Look at the following list of past tense verbs, which are regular and which are irregular. Okay, so we have taught. Yeah, that's irregular. Walked. Yes, that's regular. Studied. Regular. Gave. Irregular, very good. Became. Irregular. Cried. Regular. Lived. Regular. Did. Irregular. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Regular verbs are verbs that end with ed, we said. So simple form of past simple, like walk, study, cry, and live. So walk, walked. Study, studied. Pay attention to the y changes to I when you write the past tense. Cry, again, y changes to I, ed, and live, we just add the d, ed, lived. So irregular verbs are verbs that don't end with ed. Some irregular verbs have a vowel change in the past tense. For example, become, became, give, gave, drive, drove, forget, forgot. Other irregular verbs have a different kind of change. Examples: teach, taught, bring, brought, leave, left, hear, heard, buy, bought. For example, Celia bought a new computer last weekend. And some irregular verbs don't change at all. Cut, cut, hit, hit, put, put, set, set. Like in the example, the children set the table every Sunday. And this is present simple, right? It's not past. Well, it could be past also, but I know this is an example of the present simple. The second one, though, is in the past. The children set the table last night. How do I know it's in the past? Well, because we have the time expression last night. Last night. So, complete the sentences with a past tense verb. Number 1. I was a child, I the piano. Donna, Paris, last month. John, hard, yesterday. My teacher, far, last summer. So pause the video and write your answers. Okay, so now that you paused the video, you have your answers. We're going to check. When I was a child, I played the piano, ed. Donna visited Paris last month. John worked hard yesterday. My teacher traveled far last summer. Great, you did great. Now let's try other 5 sentences right here. So complete the sentences again with the past tense verb. So last week, you, a letter. The students, an English exam. They, a great job. He, his girlfriend at university. Mary, to the city park last Sunday. So pause the video and write your answers. Now that you're ready, let's check them. Last week, I sent you a letter. The students had an English exam. They did a great job. He met his girlfriend at university. And last one, Mary went to the city park last Sunday. Great! I hope you enjoyed the lesson. If you have any questions, please type them under this lesson. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do. Like the video if you liked it and share it.
Certo, pessoal? Aqui foi a explicação do passado simples, de outra forma, né? E qual é o exercício? O exercício é esse. A observação aqui que nós temos que fazer, isso aqui é simples, ó. Os dois são pequenos, tanto o presente simples quanto o passado simples. São exercícios bem tranquilos. Aqui no passado simples, vocês precisam escolher qual é o verbo correto aqui do to be. Muito fácil isso. Tá? Não está pedindo choose the correct option to complete the sentence below. The money, então aqui está tudo explicado. Entenderam? Personas do My Heart. Pessoal, vocês estão vivos? Se eu pudesse pôr música aqui, colocaria uma música, colocar os Easy. Certo, pessoal? Pessoal. Tá? E o último agora é o sobre os futuros. Vocês lembram que a gente falou sobre futuro? Vocês viram dois futuros aí. Eu nem misturei, eu separei eles, ó. O futuro simples e o futuro imediato. Tá? Futuro simples, vocês já sabem que é composto com will. Não tem segredo. Isso aqui é o futuro simples. Que é composto com will, né? Tipo, I will say, eu vou dizer. Will I say, interrogativa. E I will ou won't say, que é a negativa. E o futuro imediato é o futuro planejado, o futuro que dá certeza, tá? E que, portanto, usa verbo to be plus going to. E que seriam assim, né? Afirmativa e a negativa, né? E a interrogativa. Tá? A diferença básica entre os dois aqui, esse afirma, esse não dá certeza nenhuma e esse dá uma certeza. Então vamos ver aqui rapidinho também, né? Já revisão.
Talking about the future in English, will versus going to, from espressoenglish.net. There are two ways to talk about the future in English, will or won't, and going to. But which one should you use in each situation? In general, use going to for plans and arrangements, and use will and won't for promises, offers, and decisions made in the moment. Let's look at some examples. Going to for plans and arrangements. On my next vacation, I'm going to stay in a nice hotel. We're going to get married in September. David is going to meet us at the restaurant in half an hour. Remember that in spoken English, going to is often pronounced gonna, so these sentences would be pronounced, on my next vacation, I'm gonna stay in a nice hotel. We're gonna get married in September. David is gonna meet us at the restaurant in half an hour. Use will and won't for promises. He'll send you an email later. I won't tell anyone your secret. I'll pay you back tomorrow. We won't forget your birthday. Usually, will is abbreviated to the short form, so we say, he'll send you an email later, and not he will send you. Use will for offers. I'll buy you a drink. We'll help you carry those boxes upstairs. Finally, use will or won't for decisions made in the moment of speaking. For example, if someone asks, "Would you like tea or coffee?" you can say, "I'll have tea," because you made the decision in that moment. Here's another example. We don't have any eggs. Really? We need eggs to bake the cake, so I'll go to the store and buy some. One situation in which you can use going to or will or won't is when making predictions or saying general statements about the future. Here's an example of a prediction. Your wife will love those flowers. Or, your wife is going to love those flowers. These sentences are equal. Here's another example. At current rates, the company will grow 200% in the next 5 years. Or, at current rates, the company is going to grow 200% in the next 5 years. In the case of predictions or general statements about the future, you can use either going to or will or won't. One final tip about using the sentence I think when talking about the future. Say, I don't think it will rain, not I think it won't rain. There's no specific rule, but it just sounds more natural. Thanks for watching English Tips from Espresso English. If you liked this video, please share it.
Ok, galera? Então esse aqui é o nosso futuro. Dá tempo de passar até o gonna também, pra não esquecer mais.
We're gonna run, we're gonna walk, we're gonna sit, we're gonna talk, together side by side.
Hi, folks.
Oh, hello.
Hi,
What are your names?
I'm Alice and he's Fred.
Tell me, Alice, what are you going to do tomorrow?
I'm going to work in the yard.
What's Fred going to do tomorrow?
He's going to fix his car.
Yes, I'm going to fix my car, and she's going to work in the yard.
What's the weather going to be like?
It's going to be beautiful.
Well, have a nice day.
Thanks.
You too.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Tell me, what are you going to do tomorrow?
We're going to clean our house.
I see.
Yes, I'm going to clean the living room, and she's going to clean the basement.
No, Harry, you're going to clean the basement, and I'm going to clean the living room. He's going to clean the basement.
How about your children? Are they going to help?
Oh, yes, they're going to clean the attic.
Well, happy cleaning.
Thanks.
Bye.
Who is that?
I don't know.
What are you going to do today?
I'm going to the library.
Are you going to the library this morning?
Yes, I'm going there right now.
What are you going to do this afternoon?
I'm going to my chemistry class.
I see. Don't forget your chemistry book over there.
My chemistry book? Oh, yes. Thanks for reminding me.
You're welcome. Tell me, what are you going to do this evening?
I'm going to a concert with some friends, and then we're all going out for a late dinner.
Do you have your concert ticket?
Yes, here it is.
You know, you're going to be tired tonight.
That's for sure.
Well, have a nice day, and enjoy the concert.
Thanks.
What are Mr. and Mrs. Brown going to do tomorrow?
They're going to the beach.
Don't forget your sunglasses.
They're right here.
Are they going to the beach tomorrow morning?
You know, Helen, everybody's going to the beach tomorrow morning.
You're right, Howard. Let's go tomorrow afternoon.
No, I don't think so. I think they're going to the beach tomorrow afternoon.
What are they going to do tomorrow evening?
I'm going to wear this at the restaurant tomorrow evening. What do you think?
It's fine. Do you like this jacket and tie?
It's perfect.
They're going to a fancy restaurant near the beach.
Are they going back home tomorrow night?
Don't forget your pajamas and toothbrush.
I have them right here.
No, they're going to a hotel.
Well, I think that's everything.
I think so.
We're gonna have a great time at the beach tomorrow.
It's gonna be wonderful.
Lance. Lance. Hey, what's going on?
Lance, when are you going to wash your clothes?
I'm going to wash them this week.
Lance, are you really going to wash them this week?
Well, maybe next week.
Next week? How about this week?
Now, come on, Theodore. Calm down. There's no reason to get angry. I'm going to wash my clothes sometime this month. I promise.
This month? Lance, I don't believe this. Are you serious?
You're right. This is a very busy month. I'm going to wash my clothes next month, and that's a promise, Theodore.
Next month? Lance, I don't believe you. I don't think you're going to wash them next month. In fact, I don't think you're going to wash them this year.
Whoa, what are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing? I'm going to wash your clothes.
You're going to wash my clothes?
Yes, I'm going to wash your clothes because you're not going to wash them. I know it. You're never going to wash them.
Gee, Theodore, I don't know what to say.
Don't say anything.
Tell you what, Theodore. I'm going to make you a promise. Next year, I'm going to wash your clothes.
You're going to what?
Next year, I'm going to wash your clothes. And that's a promise.
Sure, Lance.
It's a promise.
Edward, what are you doing?
I'm fixing the sink.
You're fixing the sink?
Yes.
Edward, come on. You can't fix the sink.
Sure I can.
When are you going to call the plumber?
I'm gonna call him right now.
Edward, I think we need a plumber immediately. At once.
You're right. I'm gonna call the plumber right away.
I'm going to be very busy next week. It's going to be a very busy week. Do you want to know how busy I'm going to be? I'm going to tell you right now. Next Sunday, I'm going to visit my mother and father. My mother's going to make soup, and my father's going to cook chicken on the barbecue. They're going to ask me about my work. I'm going to ask them about their friends. We're going to have a very nice time. Next Monday, I'm going to go to work. I'm not going to drive my car to work because I'm going to bring my car to the mechanic, and he's going to fix it. I'm going to take the bus to work. After work, I'm going to take the bus to the garage and get my car. The mechanic's going to give me my bill, and I'm going to be upset because it's going to cost a lot of money. Next Tuesday, I'm going to get to work early because I'm going to talk to my boss. I'm going to ask my boss for a raise. She's going to say, no, maybe next year. And I'm going to say, okay, and walk out, and I'm going to be sad. Next Wednesday, I'm going to fly to Chicago. I'm going to go to a meeting in the morning, I'm going to have lunch with some people, and I'm going to go to another meeting in the afternoon. I'm going to fly home in the evening, and I'm going to be very tired. Next Thursday, I'm going to write a report about my meetings in Chicago. I'm not going to write about the lunch because the lunch isn't going to be very good. I'm going to type the report on my computer, I'm going to print it on my printer, and I'm going to give it to my boss. Next Friday, I'm not going to go to work right away. I'm going to go to the dentist. My dentist is going to look at my teeth, and his assistant's going to clean them. I'm going to be a little nervous, but my dentist is going to tell me, don't worry, I'm not going to hurt you, everything's going to be okay. And I'm going to believe him, because my dentist is a very nice person. Next Saturday, I'm going to relax and have fun. I'm going to go jogging. Then I'm going to go bowling. I'm going to have lunch at my favorite restaurant. Then, in the afternoon, I'm going to go sailing. Then I'm going to go shopping. In the evening, I'm going to go to a movie with some friends, and then we're going to go dancing. Yes, it's going to be a very busy week, but I guess I like it that way. Oh, I'm going to be late. I'm going to go now. Bye.
Well, just 2 more minutes, and it's a brand new year.
Just 2 more minutes. How about that?
This sure is a great New Year's party.
It sure is. It's a very nice party.
Are you looking forward to... I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Are you looking forward to next year?
Yes, I am. How about you?
Me too. Next year's gonna be a great year. In January, I'm gonna start a new job.
That's interesting. I'm gonna start a new job in February.
How about that?
In March, I'm going to California to visit my brother.
Really? I'm going to California in April to visit my sister.
Well, how do you like that?
May's gonna be an exciting month. I'm gonna buy a new car in May.
What a coincidence! I'm gonna buy a new car in June.
I can't believe it.
It's amazing.
Are you gonna go on a summer vacation next year?
Yes, I'm going to Canada in July. Don't tell me you're going to Canada too.
I sure am. I'm gonna go there in August. I always go to Canada in August, every year.
September is going to be a very important month. In September, I'm going to acting school.
No, you're kidding. I'm going to acting school in October.
That's incredible! So what's going to happen with you in November?
November? Well, I'm gonna get married in November.
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna get married in November.
Oh.
I suppose you're gonna get married in December, right?
December? No. I'm not gonna get married in December.
Look at the time. It's 12 o'clock. Happy New Year! Happy New
Year! Happy New Year!
Viu, pessoal? Agora é o seguinte. Para se encerrar, vou deixar os 3 exercícios aqui do Evolupad. Ó. V2, Book 2. É o segundo exercício aqui, ó, Adverbs of Frequency. São 7 exercícios, ó. Bem tranquilos. Tá? É isso aí. Ok, pessoal? Ok, pessoal, é isso aí. Qualquer dúvida, o exercício é esse, ó, do 1 ao 7. Eu vou mandar uma foto no grupo para ver qual que é o exercício do Evoluped, tá? Muito obrigado pela participação. Qualquer dúvida pode me chamar no grupo do WhatsApp, lá no WhatsApp no privado. Estou guardando os exercícios. É melhor mandar a foto desse exercício antes de enviar também para eu corrigir. Muito obrigado pela participação e até a próxima. Fiquem todos com Deus.